Hey CDS, I hope everyone's doing well. My name is Joey Menendez. I am the interim secondary principal at CDS, and what that means for those of you that know, I'm the middle and high school principal for this upcoming school year. I'm really excited about the new responsibilities that I have in the middle school, while also ensuring that the high school continues to be a thriving educational place for our high school students. I just really wanted to share some brief oversight as to our virtual learning that's getting ready to start here on August 12th. Some of you guys might have some questions on what's going to be different, what's changed, and let me see if I can explain that as quickly as I possibly can. Also be on the lookout for an opportunity to have a Q&A with me in the coming days. We'll try to put that together before school starts. So again, if you have questions, you can always ask me, but we'll try to do some kind of webinar with a little bit more deeper dive into the components of our virtual school and hybrid models when we come back to a face-to-face environment. But really, brief overview, some of the changes that we have done. In the middle school, we had all 7 classes meeting all constantly throughout the day, each and every day. We've cut that down to 4 classes every day. And you might be thinking, well, that's less class time. It's not. We've actually increased the number of minutes each class would meet, giving students the opportunity to learn the skills and content needed in each class, while also giving them opportunity to do the actual practical work during that class period. So our hope, every class will start with teachers giving their lessons and face-to-face, being able to interact with our students. Also have an opportunity for students to shut down, maybe move away from the screen for a little bit, do some work, actual work, classwork, and then drive back into the end of the period to close out the period, close out the lesson, make sure everyone's on the same page and we're moving on to the next class. So we're going to do that. 4 periods every other day. That will help with managing time. It will help with a good balance instead of just trying to get a whole bunch of information from different classes constantly coming in every single day. We're just spacing that out a little bit. I think that will be very beneficial to our students. It'll be very beneficial to our parents and our teachers. So that's one big change that we're going to be doing. Our teachers will be online the entire day, so there'll be complete access to them during those periods, and as well we'll have face-to-face moments. So our goal is to provide as much of a classroom experience virtually as we possibly can, focusing on social emotional development, focusing on teacher interactions with students. To that end, we're going to ask every student to make sure that their cameras are on so we can see faces. If we can't see each other face-to-face physically, then we want to be able to see each other face-to-face in a classroom. So we are no longer going to have cameras shut down and see logos and so forth on the screen. We really want to see faces. We want school to be as much of a school environment as we possibly can virtually. Grading scale is going to continue in the middle school with what they've been doing with standards-based grading. So there's no pass-fail, no high-pass, low-pass, or whatever it might be. That will continue through. Students and teachers that have been used to that grading scale will continue doing that. On the high school, very similar in terms of the lessons, right? We'll have 4 periods a day, 80-minute classes. We'll have brief lessons and lectures, time for students to do the work, to check back in at the end to close out the period. The only difference is we'll have a little bit more extended Panther time / advisories every other day instead of once a week like last year. So that gives students even more time to really understand what they're learning, really get an opportunity to talk to teachers, to meet with clubs if they need to. So we're really trying to put that in there as well. The social emotional component, as I said, is going to be really important for us. We want to provide opportunities in the school day and in the school week for students to come together socially outside of just an academic realm. And so we're working on those aspects as well. And then finally, the difference, we're moving back to a normal 100-point grading scale to start the year off We'll be utilizing a lot more rubrics and expectations, but converting those to a 100-point scale all the way through the school year. So those that were concerned that we would be doing a pass-fail or going to standards-based competency grading, we're not. We'll be using a 100-point scale like we normally have in reporting our grades. We will be using a lot more rubrics and a lot more expectations, a lot more different kinds of assessments to make sure that we're gaining a true understanding of what's being learned from our students at home. So that's kind of a brief overview of our virtual school experience. We're excited. We're ready. We're ready to see students. We're ready to see face-to-face, even though we might not physically be able to see each other. Same thing, cameras will be on. We want students to be engaged in their classes and not hide behind a screen where we can't see what's really going on. Like I said, be on the lookout for an email from me or from the school inviting everyone to any kind of parent middle and high school kind of Q&A to get further clarity on what we will be doing in the classroom virtually, as well as when we more details as what will happen when we go back to a face-to-face model. As I said, I'm excited for this school year, as crazy as it is to start. We're committed to continuing to be the best educational institution here in Costa Rica. And we know that we will provide the absolute best education possible for your child. We've been working hard on it. Our teachers will be ready, and we know that our students will be ready as well. So if you ever have any questions, feel free to contact me, and I look forward to seeing you guys soon.